know what? This music will not do. Michelangelo is a fucking party dude. I mean, he is. Michelangelo is fucking great. Leonardo's fucking great. Leonardo's great, but he's not as great as Raphael, you know? If I had to pick two turtles that Fears is, half of me is Raphael, and the other half is Michelangelo. Michelangelo, he's the fucking party animal, he's the party dude. And then we've all seen Fears get mad sometimes. So the other half, you know, would be probably Raphael. So there it is. Anyway, Fears, audience Fears, what's going on? Big shout out to the fans. Let's start, shall we? Wait a minute. Coffee first. So good coffee. And this looks familiar, guys. Well, it looks more familiar to me than to you guys. This was my dad's coffee mug. He used this pretty much almost every day of his life in his working life. Sometimes he would bring it home and use it at home, but after he died, my mom shipped me his coffee mug, so, oh yeah. So I will keep up the tradition and drink out of my father's coffee mug. And it says digital, because my dad worked for a company that pretty much, they didn't invent digital things, but they introduced a lot of digital stuff. My dad worked in their computer division, so my dad was always looking towards the future, you know, and computers are the wave of the future. I mean, picture what a computer will look like in 100 years. I mean, doesn't that blow your mind? What will computers look like in 100 years, you know? They'll be so tiny, so small. Will they have, like, voice activation? You know, like, computer, open up. The computer will open up just using your voice. Computer, open the lights. Computer, shut the door, you know? Some of that technology still exists right now. You know, they have those things called those smart houses where it's all voice activated and you can activate any device in your house by using your voice. So, Siri, we have that. Amazon. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not Amazon. I think Google has that. Like, hey, Google, look this up for me. Hey, Google, look that up for me. So, that's starting to come around. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Anyway, let's open up the chat, shall we? Let's open up the chat. All right. There we are. Let me switch it from top chat to live chat. By the way, guys, the super chat is open. The super chat is live. The super sticker, so if you feel like giving Fears a super chat, go for it. Thank you for the second like, whoever it was. And let's get going here. All right. Fears is rocking. I'm a-rolling. Well, today's topics are, Fears watched Nanny Mcphee last night. So I'm going to give my analysis on this, my review on this. And then I watched the original Little Mermaid. So now Fears has got the live-action version of Little Mermaid, and now I have the cartoon. And listen, every guy has watched Little Mermaid. You don't have to be a girl to watch The Little Mermaid, you know. I love Disney movies. I love Disney movies. I love Disney as a whole. So there we are. So, reviewing these two bad boys, and then I got this third topic. I thought it was funny. I got it off the internet. It says, if there was a zombie apocalypse, what would be your zombie apocalypse plan? Like, where would you go? What would you do? Where would you get your supplies? So Fears is going to harness a plan, kind of like Rick Grimes style. And I'll tell you guys my zombie apocalypse plan. There we are. There we are. All right, so let's get to it. Big things are coming, guys. I just uploaded. Actually, I fell asleep last night, so I did not upload a video last night. I did upload some more time lapses and some more pictures to my Facebook last night. I am so tired, guys. Oh my god, I'm telling you, these night shifts are killing fears. Oh my god. Whenever, and it always happens like this, I'm telling you. Look at these bags under my eyes. Look at these bags up here. Look at this wrinkle right here. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. Whenever peak season comes up, it fucking sucks, man. Last night, we had 47,000 boxes. Holy shit. Oh, my God. So, that's not good. It's good. Well, it's good and bad. It's good because it makes the night go 10 times faster, right? It's bad because, man, there's so many boxes. I was running out of places last night to put fucking boxes. It was that ridiculous. And you know what? Peak season has only just begun, you know? Actually, it hasn't officially begun yet. But because people are going so nuts already for, like, Thanksgiving and Christmas, that it kind of, like, peak season usually starts the day after Thanksgiving, so Black Friday. That's when it usually starts. But according to my boss last night, he was like, hey, Fears, guess what? Good news, sport. And I was like, what? And he was like, oh, have I got an announcement? And I was like, oh, God, here we go. He starts the meeting, and then what happens? He was like, well, looks like peak season came early, my friends. And I was like, holy shit. And he was right. He was right. So peak season came early. 47,000 boxes. Say it with me. Put it in the chat. 47,000 boxes. Holy shit. That's right. Anyway, speaking of holy shit, I'm using my dad's mug. You know? So, my dad is with us. My dad is here in spirit. I love you, Dad. I miss you, Dad. Hey, Dad, check it out. I'm using the coffee mug. Like father, like son. So, I think my dad would be pleased that I'm using his coffee mug. And Dad, I'll take good care of the mug. I promise. I promise. This coffee mug is legendary, guys. I mean, it's seeing a lot of coffee in it. And now it's going to get even more coffee in it because we all know how much Fears loves coffee. So, big shout out to Papa Fears. Big shout out to my dad. My dad was the coolest fucking guy ever. Still is the coolest fucking guy ever. I get a lot of inspiration from my dad. My dad was one of my heroes. My dad was one of my heroes. And you guys know this. And I do miss him. I miss him a lot. I miss him. And I'm going to miss him around the holidays. My dad always made the holidays, you know, real special. You know? So, this is going to be the second Christmas without my dad. So, I mean, I'm going to enjoy Christmas, but, oh, man, I miss him, guys. I miss him like crazy, so I try to keep his spirit alive, you know. So, I'm going to send my dad a gift. I was telling my mom, I said, hey, Mom, I'm going to send you I almost said a birthday gift, not a birthday gift. I said, hey, Mom, I'm going to send you a Christmas gift, my brother and my brother's wife a gift. And I said, but I want to do something for Dad. And my mom's like, try to buy him something that I could, like, stick near his grave. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a little tiny, like, Christmas tree and mail it to my mom so my mom can, like, put that little Christmas tree, like, near my dad's grave or on his grave. My mom's like, you should buy one of those little stockings. And I said, I could do that. So I'm going to come up with something cool, you know. I'd say the easiest person to shop for is not even a person. Enzo. Enzo is the easiest person to shop for, guys, in my family. Enzo is part of the family, or at least I consider Enzo. I know some people out there don't consider their family dog or their family cat or their pet to be a part of the family. We Fears this. Anytime we have a pet, they instantly become part of the family. So Enzo, his full name is Enzo Fears. Enzo Fears. Enzo is like the cutest dog ever. You know, he's my buddy. He's my pal, you know. So it's really easy to shop for him. All he wants is dog bones, dog treats, you know. You go to PetSmart, get him like 5,000 chew toys and 3 or 4 dog bones, and Enzo's a happy camper. My brother is the next easiest to shop for. My brother likes anything to do with cars. So I think what I'm going to do is my brother loves classic cars. I mean, he loves all types of cars, but my brother really loves classic cars. I thought about maybe going to like Barnes & Noble and getting my brother a book on like super classic old-fashioned cars. Like the older the better. Like my brother knows so much about cars, he could tell you the very first car invented. I think Fears knows the first car invented. I think it was from the Ford company. I think it was from the Ford company. Let's look it up, shall we, and see if Fears was right. I think Ford was the very first working company to make a car. I think. Let's see. Let me what company first made cars? Let's see if I was right. I think it was the Ford company, but I could be wrong. Well, let's see if I was right. Damn it! I was so close. It says, Benz built its first automobile, the Benz patented motor car in 1885. It is considered the first modern car, a practical, marketable automobile for everyday use, and the first car put into production series. Holy shit. 1885? God damn. I don't mean to take the Lord's name in vain, but that is an old car, guys. Let's find out when Ford started making cars. So 1885, Benz automobiles. So when did Ford start making cars? Oh shit, I was way off. The Ford Motor Company produced its first car June 16th, 1903. Oh, so I was way off. Hilarious. So 1885 was the first time human beings saw a car. But anyway, that's what I'm going to get my brother. I think I'm going to get my brother like something to do with cars. So he's the next easiest. The two hardest people to shop for in my family, my mom and then my brother's wife. My brother's wife likes a lot of like vintage stuff. So I would say she's the next easiest. She's the third easiest to shop for. But my mom, she cares more about me and my brother. My mom's like, oh, I don't need anything. And I'm like, Mom, it's Christmas. Of course I'm going to get you a gift. What do you want? I know a few things my mother likes, but she must get sick of me buying the same crap. My mom loves tea. You know? She's from England. She loves tea. But she doesn't like any type of tea. She likes British imported tea. And she likes a certain kind. So I have to go to a British website, order a bunch of fucking tea, have it imported over. And importing over food, because coffee's technically a food. It's a liquid food, but it's food. It takes like fucking weeks to do that. Sometimes months. Because it depends on how much you're importing something over from England. She can't stand American tea. She fucking loves her British tea, the tea that she grew up with. And I'm like, well, it makes sense. My mom drank that tea almost her entire life until she met my dad and moved over here. My mom will not drink American tea. She said it's horrible. She's had American coffee, but she loves her tea. So whenever me and my brother don't buy it, then my mom will import it over. And it costs a little bit of chunk of change, but my mom says it's worth it. And I agree. I've had the tea that my mom drinks. That's some good shit, man. So I didn't want to get her the traditional, like, tea, you know. And then the next thing she likes these things, these little collectibles called Boyd's Bears. They're these little stone bears that people have chipped away, and it's like marble stone, and it's always the bears doing some type of activity. Like when I was 15, I bought her a Boyd's Bear of a mom making a fresh apple pie or something. My mom loves those. So, but I didn't want to get her another Boyd's Bear because my mom has like 2,000 of them. I wanted to get her something. And then I thought, well, maybe I can get her some perfume. But again, my dad and my brother have gotten my mom tons of fucking perfume. So if you guys got any ideas, put them in the chat. I want to find my mom a really nice gift for Christmas. And again, I don't want to do the traditional shit that my mom usually gets. It's got to be something epic, man. It's got to be epic. Because my mom did give me $500, you know. Oh, I tried to send it back. I said, hey, Mom, I said, I'm going to keep 100 of it, and I'm going to send it back. And my mom literally, she goes, don't you dare send that back. I was like, Mom, I don't need $500. I'm like, I got plenty of money. I'm fine, you know. So my mom would not let me do it. So basically what I did is, when I went to Disney, I saved $300 and put it in the bank, and then I took 200 of that and I spent it at Disney. Money well worth spending. Oh my God. Whew. It was pretty fun. And I showed my mom all the pictures, so I want to get my mom something really nice, really nice. So again, if you guys have got any suggestions, put them in the chat, let me know. Anyway. So get your shopping done sooner than later, you know. As I'm telling you guys, coming from the Christmas guy, I fucking love Halloween. I love Christmas. Now I know some people, you know, in the community, they don't like Christmas. They don't like holidays. You guys know this. I get fully into the holidays. I love my birthday. I love Christmas. I love, you know, Thanksgiving. I love Halloween. But man, it's a task. You got to prepare. The preparation is the shit that I hate, you know? Because if you don't have a battle plan, you are absolutely fucked beyond belief, you know what I'm saying? I can understand why some people wouldn't like the holidays, you know? The thing that kind of pisses me off about Christmas, everyone is not everyone, but almost everyone has forgotten the real reason why we celebrate Christmas. Hello? Jesus Christ? God? It's Jesus' birthday. The big guy? You know, the man with the plan, the guy that created all this upstairs. You can't forget about him. Now people celebrate Christmas. All fucking reindeer and fucking Santa and the elves and shit. That's all good, but that's a myth. Actually, I should reword it because I don't want to hurt any kids, you know, dreams or feelings, you know, because there are some people that believe in Santa. I believed in Santa when I was a kid. So if you believe in that story, you know, then that's good on you. But really, the real reason why we celebrate Christmas is to thank the good Lord upstairs for sacrificing himself, you know. Plus, Jesus had a lot of patience. And I give that guy a lot of credit. You know, people were spitting on him, making fun of him. They made him wear a crown of thorns. You know fears his patience. If some people did that shit to me, I'd be like, hey, Jesus, you're the man. You got way more patience than fears. If someone did that to me, I'd be like, I'm getting kind of fucking annoyed. I'm about ready to kick some ass and take some names, you know. So I don't know if fears could get through all that patience, but God bless Jesus for having that much patience. People were like shitting on him, spitting on him, calling him names, and in the end he just said, he goes, I don't care what you do to me. I don't care what you do, because in the end, I still love you. And that's pretty badass. It's pretty badass that Jesus went through all that shit, and he still said, it doesn't matter what you do to me. You can do whatever you want to me. I don't care. I still love you, and I still forgive everybody. That's why he's the man. Now, fears, I'd be like, I love you. I do. Fears cares about you, but I'm not wearing a goddamn, you know, thorn, you know, a crown thorn on the top of my head. If anyone spits on me, you're going down, you know? Anyway, like I told me and Tommy were hanging out. I said, Tommy, I watched that video. And he went, oh yeah, Fears, that was a long time ago. I said, it doesn't matter if it was yesterday or if it was like 20 years ago. I said, Tommy, you are lucky that guy that you spit on didn't kick your fucking ass, you know? I guarantee if anyone would spit on Fears, their life force would be done, you know? Now, I love Tommy. Tommy NC26, I can't even, I'm so tired. Tommy NC26. Fucking hilarious, not 26. Tommy NC 2010. Jesus, I'm so fucking tired. I need more coffee. Give me 1 second, guys. Fucking hilarious. Tommy NC 26. Tommy NC 2010. My bad. I told him, I said, Tommy, I love you. You're like my brother. I love you, buddy. But I said, Tommy, don't ever spit on anyone again. I cannot believe that guy didn't kick Tommy's ass. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad that he didn't kick Tommy's ass because, you know, Tommy's my friend. But I don't know the whole story. Tommy was like, Fears, you don't know the whole story. He goes, those people were like fucking egging me on. And I was like, I understand, Tommy, but I'm like, it still doesn't give you the right to spit on someone. Actually, I'm going to call Tommy. I'm gonna tell him. Hang on. Yo, what's up, Larry? Good to see you, buddy. How's it going? Yeah, it's going pretty good today. A lot better than yesterday, my friend. Where's Tommy NC 2010 in my phone? Tommy NC. All right. Tommy NC.
Hey, John.
Tommy NC 2010.
Is this just us talking, or am I on your live stream?
You're on a live, Tommy, and I wanted to call you for two reasons. One, I was telling everybody, that me and you were going to hang out soon, and I was so tired that I accidentally, instead of saying Tommy NC 2010, I'm so tired today, I said Tommy NC 26, for Fears Man 26. Then I start laughing. I'm like, oh, God, I'm fucking hilarious. I'm like, I'm so goddamn tired. I'm like, it's not Tommy NC 26, it's Tommy NC 2010. Then I was talking about Jesus, and I was like, Jesus had the most patience out of everyone. People were like spitting on him, hitting him. Like he was like Jesus literally told everybody, he was like, I don't care what you do to me, because no matter what you do, I still love everybody and I forgive everybody. You know what I'm trying to say? Then they're like, then they're making him wear a fucking crown, Tommy, of thorns. And I was going into it and I said, the spitting thing, like, did you ever watch Passion of the Christ? There's literally a scene like where they're hitting him, spitting on him, and I said, if anyone ever spit on Fears, they would be dead. And then I remembered you watching your video, Tommy, and you spit on that guy, and I was like, I love Tommy, and I said, I can't believe that guy didn't kick Tommy's ass, but I'm glad that guy didn't kick your ass, Tommy, because you're my friend and I love you,
Yeah.
But I don't know the whole story. Can you tell everybody what was the whole story? What were they doing? Like, to provoke you that bad? Because I don't know the whole story.
What video are you talking about, John?
There was an old video that you sent me of yours ages ago. Like when we first met, like after we became friends, you're like, hey John, check out one of my old Tommy Talk videos, like where you still had the MCs and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you sent me this, and I guess you forgot that this happened, and I'm watching the video, and you're standing in front of the camera, and you're trying to do a show, and there's two idiots in the back, like, just taunting you, and then you just turned around and spit on one of them. Do you have...
that was, I didn't really spit at him, I kind of air spit at him.
Oh, you air spit. Okay, good. Because from the video, I was like, did Tommy really spit on him? Okay, because that's why I was like, instead of talking about it, I better call Tommy and ask. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so Tommy, how you been? Tommy? Hello? Uh-oh, I think we lost him. Tommy? Oh! Did we lose him? Hang on. Hang on. My phone is so crappy, guys. Fears is going to get a new phone here pretty soon. Hang on, let me call Tommy back. Let me try to call him back on Facebook. Tommy.
Hey, John.
Tommy, I had to call you back on Facebook, buddy. My phone is so old, it's crapping out. I'm getting a new phone soon. So, what were you saying? Go ahead and continue.
So, recently, John, they, overseas, they found this little hut, and it had a sign that said Jesus and Friends. And
Really?
I believe that Jesus was actually a carpenter, and, he actually would carpet people's little huts there,
So, where did they find this hut?
Well, they just found it somewhere, dude. Like 10 chrono, 7 chrono,
Wow.
9.99 chrono. He would put wooding carpeting. He would get rid of the dirt. He'd give it nice wooding carpeting. And then for some reason, on the last chart, it said, our deal ends today. because I'm being sacrificed on Sunday. So Ahmed's just taking over.
Okay. So was this on was this on the news, Tommy, that they found this?
John, I'm fucking with you.
Oh, I was like, what the hell are you on about? I was like, I don't know what the hell you're on about. I was like, there's no way that the fucking hut still exists. Buddy, I'm tired. I'm fucking tired. Don't be messing with Fears' emotions. I need more coffee, motherfucker! Oh my god.
John, have you watched the new Ghostbusters trailer?
No, but I'm gonna watch it today on my live.
Oh, you being such a hard-on Ghostbusters fan, how have you not watched that?
Well, because there's this thing called work, Tommy. I've been working a lot, but I'm gonna do a live reaction today on my live, and I've been looking forward to watching the new Ghostbuster because Tommy is correct, you guys. I love the shit out of Ghostbusters, so I'm gonna do a live reaction, Tommy. Yeah.
All right. Well, John, I gotta go. I'm with my friend. I'm with a friend right now. Okay?
Hamza, tell Hamza what's up.
No, it's not Hamza. It's the other dude.
By the way, I love your new cowboy hat. You sent me that video of you wearing that fucking new cowboy hat, Tommy. I'm loving it, buddy.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Now, remember
my friend Justin.
Do you remember when we were hanging out and it was the day before you left, right? And we went to that. Yeah. We went to that shop. It was some type of shop. I wanted to get one. I wanted to get one, buddy, but I just didn't have enough money. You bought that. What color was that cowboy hat?
It was white, and I gave it to someone else actually because I felt like it didn't look good on me.
You know what? I disagree, Tommy. I mean that's cool that you gave it to someone. I loved it. I thought you looked really good in that cowboy hat. I'm just saying. Anyway, I'll let you go, buddy, because I know you're hanging out with a friend. But I just wanted to call and get the real story about that one video. But yeah, I'll definitely have you on my live stream soon because I haven't had you on as a guest in quite a while. So in a couple of weeks, I'm gonna send you a link and you can come on the live. All right?
All right, we'll see what we can do, buddy.
All right, I'll see you later, buddy. Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out. Tommy NC 2010. I love that guy. He's great. Anyway, Larry, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Well, I just thought, I'll just call the myth, the man, the legend, because I was telling, the Spit story, and I was like, well, I don't know all the details, of the Spit story of Tommy. So I was like, he's my friend, I'll just fucking call him and get the real story. Apparently he didn't spit on someone, he air spit. So there it is. Anyway. But from the video, it looked like he really spit on someone. I was like, holy shit, Anyway. All right, speaking about my phone, guys, before I do a live reaction of this Ghostbuster thing, Fears, listen, I love technology, but when technology does not work, I hate technology. Fears is an old-fashioned guy. Like my dad loved technology. I like technology. The only difference between me and my dad is I will use technology until it breaks down. You hear this? There's something rattling around in my phone. The camera barely works anymore. The video works, but you have to, film it a certain way. My phone case is, destroyed. So, it's time to upgrade from an iPhone 6 to an iPhone something. So, I'm either going to buy the newest one, or my mom said, well, here's an idea. She goes, your dad had an iPhone 9. I said, you know what, Mom? I said, I would much rather use Dad's phone. So my mom's going to mail me my dad's phone. And I said, I'll use that one, So, say goodbye to the iPhone 6. We've had many adventures together. But literally, Fears will use a product until it's on death's doorstep. And this phone is pretty much on death's doorstep, It's so old that some of the apps don't work anymore. Literally, I tried to look at my banking accounts on the bank app, and it said you can no longer use the old version of the app. You have to download the 14.0 version of the app. And I tried, and this phone would not support the new app. So I was like, oh shit. I'm like, okay. I'm like, it's time to get a new phone. So look forward to my dad's new. My mom said he either got the 9 or the 10 before my dad passed away. So my mom was like, your dad would want you to have it. And I said, oh, well, I said, I appreciate that, Mom. So I'm throwing the old iPhone 6 away. This was my mom's old one. So technically, Fears has only had 3 cell phones ever. I've had the iPhone 4, the iPhone 6, and whatever the one that my dad bought before he passed away. My dad either bought the 9 or the 10. So it'd be most appropriate, you know. Oh, hang on. Somebody texted me something. So I told my mom. My mom's like, she goes, what are you going to do, John? Are you going to buy a new phone? I said, I thought about it. My mom's like, well, why don't you just use your dad's old one? I said, you know what, Mom? I said, what was the one that Dad bought before he passed away? My mom's like, it's either the 9 or the 10. I said, you know what? I said, I would much rather use Dad's, you know, keeping my dad's spirit alive. I said, eventually I'll buy the iPhone, whatever. What the fuck is it up to? iPhone 15, iPhone 16, whatever the hell it is. Every year they come out with a new computer and a new fucking iPhone, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's going to mean it's more sentimental if I use my dad's, you know what I'm saying? Because my dad actually used it, you know? So, my mom's like, just use your dad's. And I was like, so I'm going to wait for my mom to mail me my dad's old cell phone. And then I'm just going to take this to the iPhone store and say, hey, take the chip out of this, put it in my dad's phone, change a couple of passwords around, and then I'll be rocking the iPhone 9 or 10 or whichever one my dad got. So, speaking of my dad, shout out to my dad. I love you, Pops. My mom gave me my dad's old coffee mug. And my dad worked at a digital company. Actually, he worked at 2 companies. Right after college, he got a job at Monsanto. Started in the fucking mailroom. And he did his job so well that he worked his way into the computer division. And then, for the last 15 years of my dad's working life, he worked at Monsanto for like 20 years, I think. And then he did his job so well at Monsanto. Monsanto has a sister company called Pfizer. Literally, Pfizer called them and said, hey, John. And my dad was like, yeah, what's going on? And they're like, you're doing so great over at Monsanto. We'll pay you more money to quit Monsanto and come over to Monsanto's sister company. Like, you know how Walmart has Sam's Club? Sam's Club is Walmart's like sister, you know, kind of company. Same thing with Pfizer and Monsanto. Monsanto's the big company, and then Pfizer's like the little company. And they said, you're doing your job so well, we will pay you triple the money if you come on over. My dad's like, oh, hell yeah. So the last 15 years of my dad's working life, because he worked there for 15 years at Pfizer, and then that's when he started to get sick, unfortunately. And then my dad was like, well, listen, I'm going to quit and retire and focus on, you know, trying to get better. And the best thing about my dad is he never gave up. Even like towards the end, my dad was like, I'm not giving up. And I was like, well, you shouldn't, Dad, because if I ever got that, you know, Fears Man, I'd be like, you goddamn cancer. Fears Man will put out the good fight until you fucking, you know, kill me. You know what I'm saying? So I would do the same thing that my dad did, you know. But my mom wanted me to have his coffee mug. So I would say my 3 favorite mugs now. Obviously, number 1 is my dad's mug because I miss my dad. Hey, Pops, I love you. I miss you. Like father, like son, my dad drank a lot of coffee out of this. Case in point, Fears will be drinking a lot of coffee out of this. Yeah. So that's number 1. I'd say the second favorite is probably the Fears Man 26 mug that my buddy made for me. Third would probably be the Fears Vlogs mug. And then 4th would probably be the fucking Randy mug. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Yo, what's up, Richie? He says, Fears, be careful with the iPhone 15. Don't buy the iPhone 15. They have recalls on them. The phone screen will overheat and the screen will freeze up and you won't be able to reboot the phone. Well, I'm not going to get the iPhone 15, Richie. My mom is going to send me my dad's old iPhone. Well, my dad bought it. My dad had like an iPhone 6, but towards the end of my dad's life, his iPhone 6 was crapping out. So my dad was like, oh, fuck this. I'm going to get rid of this, you know. And then my dad bought either the 9 or the 10, Richie. I don't remember. My mom couldn't remember which one it is. I'll be able to tell which one it is as soon as I open the box because I know more about cell phones than my mom does. So whatever it is, 9 or 10, it'll be a lot better than my old piece of shit iPhone 6 because this is running on death's doorstep, guys. I kid you not. So I didn't know that it was going around TikTok, Richie. Richie, did you see my newest TikTok video that I made? Because now me and Richie, we follow each other on TikTok. Which, by the way, Richie, I've been enjoying your TikToks Very good, my friend. Fears just uploaded on TikTok my, oh, what the hell was that? Hang on. What the hell was that show called? Oh, I uploaded the, oh, hang on, where is it? The Florida Extravaganza TikTok. I took a shitload of pictures at the Florida Extravaganza one, and it's got over like 200 views. And then my Ranch Bottle Halloween one, that's got like 4,000 views. I like come into the shot, and I'm like, hey everybody, happy Halloween. Guess what Fears is? I'm like, I'm a fucking Ranch Bottle, bitches. And then I'm like, all right, I'll see you later. And then all of a sudden I nip out, and then I nip back in. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like, follow me at FearsMan26, motherfucker. And then I just walk away. So that's getting a lot of exposure, so that's good. All right. I forgot to tell you guys, this is the new schedule for 2024. Oh yeah, baby. So the last show in 2023, November 19th, Space Coast Collectors Fest, final show of 2023. I may go to it. It depends on how busy I am. Upcoming shows, January 7th of 2024, Gulf Coast Collectors Fest. Now, I've never been to that one. So I'm going to go to the Gulf Coast Collectors Fest. That's on January 7th. And then West Palm, South Florida Collectors Fest. I've never been to that one either, so I think I'm going to go to that one. That's on January 14th. February 24th. The Florida Toy Show Collectors Fest. I've never been to that one either. So, Jeff is producing a lot of new shows, which is good. He wants to expand. He wants to branch out. That's good. I like that, you know. March 9th. I've been to this one, the Kissimmee Collectors Fest. I'm going to go to that one again, because that's a good show. I've been to that one before. That one's pretty good, you know. And then March 10th, he's doing something different. Instead of a toy show, Jeff is doing his first car show. Like he said, Fears. He goes, I'm going to branch out. And I said, well, what are you doing next? He was like, Fears. He goes, I fucking love vintage cars. And he goes, do you like cars? And I'm like, there's a difference, Jeff. I said, my brother likes to, like, build cars and take apart, you know, cars. My brother is an engineer. So he loves building cars, taking apart cars. Fears likes to drive cars. And I said, I told Jeff, I said, I love vintage cars. I said, because the vintage cars back then, they're like a work of art, man. Like the slick, the curves. Plus, all guys fucking love cars. If you're a guy and you don't love cars, there's something fucking mentally wrong with you. Cars are fucking awesome. They're sexy. You know, they're good. You know, it's built into our DNA. Men love cars. So the difference between me and my brother, though, I like to drive cars. Doesn't matter what car, I just like to drive. That's why I don't want to say his name, but the idiot that lives in New Zealand. Oh, I'm a scientist. I work on self-driving cars. What the fuck? That takes all the fun out of it, motherfucker. You know? Why would you want a self-driving car? That shit, oh god, he's such a fucking idiot. I don't say his name because he's that much of a fucking moron. The point of a car is to fucking drive it. The only thing I could see self-driving cars. Now, if you're older, like an older person, like 99, 98, self-driving car could work for that person. That's good. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it takes all the fun out of it. Fears will drive a car until I physically can't anymore. If I'm 90 and I'm still able to drive a car, I will still drive my fucking car. Hell, my grandma, until she got sick recently, she was driving her car at 87, you know? But now that my grandma's 89, about to be 90, she physically can't do it anymore. Fears will be the same way. If I'm 90 and I'm still alive, and I'm still kicking, I'm still healthy, Fears will still drive a car, motherfucker. I will not invest in that. And it's not because I hate that guy from New Zealand. I do hate him. He's a fucking idiot. But here's the thing. I hate him. I don't hate the technology. I just think it takes away the fun. Self-driving car. If it helps people, that's great. I'm all for helping people. But the point of a car Not a self-driving car. A car is to drive it. I'm just saying. That's all I'm going to say. Let's continue on. Anyway, the reason why I got on this topic is so Jeff has never done a car show. I said, well, Jeff, what type of car show? He goes, all fears. We're going to have new cars. We're going to have vintage cars. We're going to have cars from the 80s. And I was like, oh, my God. I said, Jeff, I cannot fucking wait for this. I cannot wait. So, well, here's the thing, Richie. Richie says self-driving vehicles, that's just called laziness. It doesn't have anything to do with laziness. I just think, like I said, Richie, if it helps people, like let's say you're an older person, right? Older people, like 60-plus people, sometimes they have a hard time driving. You know, the older you get, the harder it is to do things, you know? So if it helps people, great. But if you're still alive, kicking, healthy, like my grandma, she drove until she was 87. When she turned 88, she was like, you know what? It's getting a little tough for me. And my grandma had to slow down. And she stopped driving a vehicle at 88, you know? So I give her a lot of credit. So that's why I said, I don't think it has anything to do with laziness, Richie. It just takes all the... I love the Fearsmobile. I love driving my car. Anytime... And one of the greatest things, Richie, is let's say, you know, your car always has to have maintenance on it, right? Anytime Fears has to throw the Fearsmobile into my dealership, I always ask them, like, hey, what type of rental cars are available? And I get the most slickest, coolest fucking rental car. Like, the last rental car I got was like a white, like, Corvette or some shit. And they're like, yeah, sadly, we've only got like 5 or 6 rental cars. And I was like, hey, I'm like, is that white Corvette available? And then they're like, yep, it's available. I'm like, bam, right there. And I got to drive. It wasn't a super new Corvette, but it was fairly new. I think it was like a 2021. And I was like, it's 2023. I'm like, that's still pretty new. I haven't drove a Corvette in a while. You give me that fucking Corvette, buddy. And they're like, you sure? Like, do you need any more room? I'm like, that has enough room. Mr. Fears would like a white Corvette for my rental car. Thank you so much. Bada bing, bada boom. When I went to go visit my mom, whenever my mom would let me borrow her car, I would use my mom's car. Sometimes my mom had to use her car, so the last time I came to visit, I got a rental car, and I got a red Porsche. It was like a red, and Porsches are fucking awesome. If you've never got to drive a Porsche, drive a fucking Porsche. They're awesome. I got like a 2022 Porsche, Richie, and it was fucking amazing. That's my rental car. And I had never drove a Porsche ever. So I think I got some video footage. Because I haven't edited, I'm so behind. I haven't edited the last trip to visit my parents in Missouri yet. I think there's either footage of me in my mom's car driving around, or there's footage of me in the Porsche. I think. But anyway. It's a great car nonetheless. Anyway. So I don't think it has anything to do with laziness, Richie. It takes all the fun out of it. But that's just my opinion, you know. But again, I'm not against the technology. If it helps people, I'm sure self-driving cars help a lot of people. And that's great. That's great, you know. But I don't need any help. I'm a healthy young man. I love to drive. That's why there's a lot of driving sequences in my vlogs. Fears loves to drive. I love the Fearsmobile, you know. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying. So, go to FloridaToyShowsAndExpos.com and get this new schedule if you want to hang out with Fears. I got the schedule because I went to the last show. But if you live far away and you want to come to one of these shows, Florida Toy Shows and Expos on Facebook, FloridaToyShowsAndExpos.com. Check out my buddy Jeff's shows. They're fucking mind-blowing. They're fucking amazing. Anyway, check them out. All right, time for the first topic, guys, because I think that's all the updates. I think. Talked to Grandma recently, she's doing good. Talked to my mom recently, she's doing good. I haven't started Christmas shopping yet, but that'll be coming soon. Again, like I was saying, I know exactly what I'm going to get my brother, and I know exactly what I'm going to get Enzo. Enzo and my brother are the easiest to shop for. Enzo, you know, he's my dog. So he's happy with a dog bone, His favorite thing in the world, though, he loves those fucking rubber tennis ball, you guys. So I told my mom, I said, Mom, I said, Enzo's going to be the easiest to shop for. Bada bing, bada boom. Just go to PetSmart, get him a couple of dog bones, get him a couple of fucking chew toys, and get him a couple of tennis balls. Enzo will be a happy camper. I know exactly what I'm going to get my brother. My brother's wife, because she's like a sister to me, you know. Because now she's part of the family, because she married my brother. She's a very nice lady. And I wish my brother all the luck in the world, and they seem very happy together. And I asked my brother, I said, are you going to have kids one of these days? And he was like, he goes, me and my wife have talked about it. I was like, well, that's good, you know? I said, I would love to be an uncle. I said, you know, I would love to be an uncle, because I don't have kids yet, you know? The key word is yet. I got to find a Mrs. Fears to do that, you know? I know she's out there, you guys. But if you guys see any potential Mrs. Fears is out there, please, you know, send her my way, you know. I thought I had found Mrs. Fears. At one point, I was really in love. And we all know who I'm talking about. I was really in love. Sadly, it didn't work out. But I'm really happy for her. She found somebody else. We're still friends. We still talk. We don't talk a lot, but we talk every once. I'd say I hear from my ex maybe twice a month, maybe 3 times a month. So we still talk. She's a very nice person. I don't have any ill will against her. You know, she's wonderful, you know. But man, 4 years without a lady, Fears is going on. Well, actually, after Christmas, it'll be 5 years. So Fears has got to get my head out of my ass. And it's not for a lack of trying, guys. Fears has been trying to find somebody. It's hard finding a soulmate. It really is. Let's see. Richie says, I think more studies has to be done on self-driving vehicles. For example, let's say if there's an emergency vehicle behind it with lights and sirens, is the vehicle going to know how to pull over? This is very true, Richie. This is very true, you know. But again, those scientists that do all that research, I'm sure they've worked out almost all the bugs for self-driving cars, or at least some of the bugs, you know. I'm sure they'll figure out all that crapola, you know, all in good time, you know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not against the technology. If it helps people, great. But my argument is it takes out all the fun of driving, you know? For a man that loves cars and a guy that loves driving, I would never, me personally, I'm being honest, I would never invest in a self-driving car because I love to drive. It's just simple as that. It has nothing to do with me hating the fucking New Zealand idiot. It's I love to drive. So there's no need for me to get a self-driving car. You know? Anyway, let's continue on. I'm trying to think if there's any other updates. There's a lot of stuff going on. My birthday was good. Mom's doing good. Grandma Fears is doing good. Or well, I should say Grandma Fears is doing better. She really hurt her face, but now I saw pictures of my grandma. She's back to normal. She has a little trouble walking. And I'm like, well, Grandma, she's not used to people taking care of her. So she's getting used to that. I said, Grandma, and I meant this in the nicest way possible. I said, Grandma, you're about to turn 90. I said, if I was about to turn 90, I'm sure people would be helping me out, you know? She's like, yeah, but I'm so used to doing everything on my own. I said, yeah. I said, listen, I get it, you know? And she goes, I miss driving. And I said, I know, but I said, Grandma, I said, you know, when you get this old, and I said, no disrespect to you, Grandma, because I love my Grandma Fears. She goes, yeah, I know. She goes, you got to take it more easy. I said, yeah, I said, you got to take it easy, you know? I said, you're 10 years away from 100. And she goes, isn't that a scary thought, John? I said, it is, but I said, it's also exciting, Grandma, you know, because I don't know if Fears will ever make it to 90. I hope. We'll see. We'll see how everything works out, you know. But I said, Grandma, I said, you should feel accomplished, you know. And she goes, oh, I do, John, I do. So I said, don't think of it as a negative thing. I said, you know, because I'm sure my grandma will still do as much as she can by herself. But every once in a while, she's had to get used to every once in a while asking my mom for help or asking my Aunt Donna for help, you know. Because she lives with my Aunt Donna, which is my dad's sister. And she's my aunt, so she's like, yeah, I try not to bother your mom and your aunt, but she's like, sometime I need help. I said, you're not bothering them. I said, whenever you need help, just, you know, ask, you know. But I said, Grandma, I said, if you can do something by yourself, by all means, do it, you know. So she's plugging away, Richie, you know. But she's working it out. My grandma's a very strong lady, very independent, very wonderful. She's the sweetest lady ever. Oh, well, she's one of the sweetest ladies. My mom's super sweet, and my aunt's super sweet, but she's one of the most sweetest ladies I know, Shout out to Grandma Fears. Yeah, baby. All right. Let's do this, guys. I think that's all the updates. More vlogs coming, more streams, more epic content. The super chats are on, the super likes are on, so go nuts with that if you want. Only if you want. If you want to send me fan mail, there it is. So it's here. I always show it off, but it's always in the description, guys. So if you don't have enough time to write this wonderful address down, it's always in the description. So there it is. All right. Okay. Oh, I need to plug in my computer. There we are. Okay. So, time for the reviews, baby. All right. So, let's start with Nanny Mcphee. I got this for like $1, guys, at Goodwill. I gotta say, it's a nice family movie, but Fears is gonna give it a 5 out of 10. A 5 out of 10. It's kind of a rehashing, kind of a carbon copy of, if you've ever seen Mary Poppins, it's kind of a carbon copy. Mary Poppins is called Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins has magical powers. Her umbrella can talk. She can fly with her umbrella. Nanny Mcphee, she has magical powers. And instead of an umbrella, she's got a cane. She's got a walking cane. So it's kind of, they're rehashing, some shit, And I'll be honest, Fears grew up more with Mary Poppins. I like Mary Poppins more than Nanny Mcphee. But, if you have children, you have a wife and a husband, it's a nice family movie to watch. So I'm going to give it about a 5 out of 10. And basically it's about this guy, his wife dies, and he's got 7 kids. So he's having a hard time dealing with his wife's death. And he works at a mortuary, so he's having a hard time doing his work at the mortuary and taking care of his 7 kids. And his 7 kids are like so rambunctious, and they're going through all these nannies. And the kids' mission is, we don't need a fucking nanny. We'll just run all the nannies out of here. We'll take care of ourselves. And then the dad's all like, well, no, you need a parental thing. He goes, when I'm not around, you need a nanny, And they're like, no, we don't want a nanny. And he's like, well, I don't care what you want. He goes, you're going to have a nanny, And the kids are like, oh, yeah, Dad? Well, check this out. And then the kids are all like, yeah, we'll just run every single nanny. We'll torture the nannies. And then all of a sudden, the dad's like, I'm at wit's end. I don't know what to do. And he starts dating this new girl. And the new girl's like, she goes, well, in my last marriage, it didn't work out. But when I was married to this guy, his kids were rambunctious, and she goes, I looked in the paper, I looked in the ad, and there was this nanny, for sale in the newspaper, and her name was Nanny Mcphee, And I was like, this is almost exactly like Mary Poppins. I mean, they just slightly change a few things. So he hires her, and Nanny Mcphee not only helps out the husband, the dad, he helps out the 7 kids, and he helps out all the other members of the family. And they all live happily ever after, yada, 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 yada. So there it is. So, 5 out of 10. Again, if you like Mary Poppins, you'll like this. So, I don't know if Fears will ever watch this again. It was $1 at Goodwill, so it may just stay on the movie shelf, just as a part of the collection. Will I watch it again? I'm going to say maybe. Maybe. I'm not saying I won't ever watch it again. It was alright, it was okay. It wasn't the worst movie I ever saw, but I'm watching it, I was like, this is a carbon copy of Mary Poppins. Plus, Mary Poppins is a whole lot better of a movie. I'm just saying, nothing against the people that made this movie. Just Mary Poppins is way cooler. Alright. Anyway. On to review number 2. Actually, before review number 2, I promised Tommy NC 2010 that I will do a trailer reaction of the new Ghostbusters. So let's do that real quick, shall we? Before Fears forgets, because I almost forgot. So, let's just go to YouTube. Let me open up a new window. And, Tommy, I am a big Ghostbusters fan, but Fears has been working. Work. Video editing upon video editing. uploading a lot of photos. I just finished uploading all the photos and time lapses from my Disney adventure on my Facebook, because all my friends and my family on my Facebook were like, Fears, where's all the pictures? Where's all the videos? And I'm like, it's coming. So I finally got done with all that crap. So now it's time to start editing all the Disney birthday, the Disney Halloween, because I celebrated Halloween half here with you guys and half at Disney World for Halloween. And I celebrated my birthday half here with you guys and half at Disney. So it's going to be a lot of Disney vlogs. 2 big epic Disney vlogs coming soon. All right, here we go. I don't even know what this new Ghostbusters is called. Ghostbusters. Hang on, let me go to Google. What is the name of the new Ghostbuster movie? Okay, got it. Got it. All right, so now we can just go back to YouTube. Find it. All right, here we go. Hopefully, let's see. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. So already it's got a cool title. Frozen Empire trailer. All right, here we go. All right, 2 minutes. Ghostbuster Frozen Empire official trailer. Hopefully, guys. Hopefully, some of the older Ghostbusters are in it. You know, Winston Zeddemore. You know, my favorite, Ray Stantz. And my second favorite, Peter fucking Venkman. Please be in this fucking new movie. I'll be, listen, I love Ghostbusters, but Fears will be royally pissed off if they don't pay homage to the old Ghostbusters. If it's all the new Ghostbusters, I'll be like, I'll still watch it, but I'll be a little pissed off that they didn't put the old Ghostbusters in. I'm begging you, put the old Ghostbusters in this new movie. All right, let's find out. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed! All right, I'm going to watch it. Here we go. Because Fears will be kicking ass and taking names if the old Ghostbusters are not in this. They created the fucking franchise. You can't have Ghostbusters without fucking Ray Stantz. He's the man. He's the heart of the Ghostbusters. He invented the fucking Ghostbuster equipment with Egon, for God's sakes. Ray Stantz has got to be in there. You know, I like Winston and I like Peter Venkman and I like Egon, but I would still watch a Ghostbuster movie if they weren't in there. But you got to have at least Ray Stantz in there. That's all I'm saying. So, for God's sake, please have Ray Stantz at least in there. I hope all the existing Ghostbuster guys are in there. But if they're not, at least have fucking Ray Stantz in there. At least a fucking cameo, please, for God's sakes. We're going to find out right now. All right. Ghostbuster gods, please be with me. All right. Here we go. I'm a little nervous. All right, here we go. You gotta love these ads. But you know what?
This is a pan and tilt.
I do love ads now because now I get paid for the ads.
70-degree
You know?
Plus, it has.
Because now I've got the vlog channel. I make money off that. So before I hated ads. Now I love ads because I'm making some moolah. All right, here we go. You know what's funny about that song is that fucking song is in the first Karate Kid movie. That's pretty funny. That's hilarious. Bringing some old school tunes back. I love it. All right, so we're off to a good start.
Be another hot one out there. In fact, there are heat alerts in effect for New Jersey, feeling like 100 degrees.
Oh shit. Uh-oh. Well, something's happening. Everyone's enjoying themselves at the beach. And I guess it's a beach. I didn't know there was a beach near New York City. Or if I did, I forgot. But everyone's enjoying themselves at the beach. You know what? Fears is so tired. This is fucking hilarious. I knew there was a beach near New York. I just forgot. Because it's been a while. Because I've only been to New York twice in my life. So yeah. So forgive me. So in this trailer so far, everyone's enjoying themselves at the beach. And then all of a sudden some guy looks off into the distance. And some crazy shit's about to go down. Let's continue on. Let's continue on, shall we? Hollywood, I swear to God, if you don't have Ray Stantz in here, I will travel to fucking Hollywood and I will choke the shit out of somebody if Ray Stantz is not in this fucking movie. Don't think I won't do it. You guys know. Fears is nuts. I'll do it. I take my Ghostbuster shit extremely serious, my friends. All right. Let's continue on. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, here comes all the ice. So everyone's running for their lives. So Frozen Empire. So some ghost. So I guess what I'm taking away from this is everybody's enjoying themselves at the beach, and then some spirit, some ghost, is trying to freeze. I don't know if he's trying to freeze the entire Earth or if he's just trying to freeze New York City. But everyone is fleeing the scene, fleeing the beach right now. This is getting interesting. Okay, here we go. Oh, shit! The Ghostbuster firehouse has now got ice all over it. All right, Fears is intrigued. All right. So, I was hoping that the old firehouse would be in there. So, A+, they got the firehouse in there. So, that's number one. The two things they need to have now, the old Ghostbusters. If they don't have the fucking Echo one in there, I'm going to be fucking royally pissed off. I'm sure they will. But you never know with fucking Hollywood. Oh, God, fucking Hollywood. Oh, Hollywood pisses me off sometimes. That's why I decided to be a YouTuber, you know. Fuck Hollywood. They just keep rehashing the same old shit. Make some new shit, you know. All right. All right. I'm nervous. All right, here we go. Please, old Ghostbusters, and please, Echo 1. Nice! All right. All right, we got Echo 1 in there, thank God.
For the first time in New York history, people froze to death in the middle of July.
What is it?
The death chill.
Yes! Yes! Ray Stantz is in there. Thank God. Oh my God. Thank the movie gods. Thank the movie gods. All right, so we got Ray Stantz in there. Will we get a Egon cameo? Will we get a Winston Zeddemore cameo? Will we get a Peter Venkman cameo? We got Ray Stantz, so Fears is already pleased. We got Echo 1, we got the Firehouse, we got Ray Stantz. Will we get Peter Venkman, and will we get, Egon? They always put like a statue of Egon or a picture of Egon in the background. I'm sure they'll do that again for this, because in Ghostbusters Afterlife, they did that for Egon, and Egon came back as a spirit, So will Egon be in there as a spirit? Will Egon be in the background? I don't care how he's there. Just get him fucking in there, And they better have Peter Venkman in here, I swear to God. All right, let's continue on.
They killed by fear itself.
Oh, there we go. Okay, good.
Your veins turn to rivers of ice. Your bones.
Okay, so we have the containment unit. That's good. The containment unit is in there, thank God. And I just saw Peter Venkman. I just saw Winston Zeddemore. This is all good news. This is all good things. Okay, good. They so far they haven't disappointed Fears. All right, here we go.
And the last thing you see is your own tear ducts freezing up.
Like, literally scared to death? So cool.
Nice! They got the proton pack in there, thank God. You know what? Listen, I'm very pleased so far. So far, we've got some pissed off ghost. I don't know what ghost, but this ghost has decided, you know what? Hey, humans, fuck you. I'm going to freeze the entire Earth. Or at least New York City. I don't know about the entire Earth, but he's freezing New York City. And we've got all the old Ghostbuster classics. We got the Echo 1, we got the Firehouse, we got the Proton Packs, we got the Ghost Traps. Thank God. And we got all the old Ghostbusters plus all the new Ghostbusters. So, Fears is tickled to death. I was like, thank God they didn't leave any of that shit out. Because if they did, Fears. I'd be like, oh my God, you fucking Hollywood motherfuckers! Anyway, Thank God they all got that shit in there. Thank God. All right, let's finish it. Liking it. So apparently, you only see the frozen ghost at the end. He's tall. Well, he or she. I don't know if the ghost is a he or a she. Tall, blue glowing eyes with horns. I guess we'll find out more about the ghost whenever the movie comes out. But Fierce is going to give it a big thumbs up, and I cannot wait to vlog it. I cannot wait to watch it. This is exciting. I'm very pleased. I'm very, very pleased. Whew. I was a little nervous. I was like, please, you've got to have the proton packs in there. Get the ghost traps in. The only thing I'm worried is I saw Peter Venkman. I saw Winston Zeddemore. I saw Ray Stantz. They better pay tribute to fucking Egon. I didn't see an Egon reference in the trailer. Let's hope he's in there somehow. Because you can't have the Ghostbusters without Egon. Egon is the brains of the operation. Ray Stantz is the heart. Winston Zeddemore, he's the outsider looking in because he's not a scientist. And then Peter Venkman is the mouth. So you have to have all those aspects in there. But I've got high hopes. So Richie, I'm going to give it a big thumbs up. Everybody, I'm going to give it a big thumbs up. Seems like we got a really cool, like, villain ghost. The villain's like, hey, America, fuck you. I'm going to freeze, New York City. You're all going to die, I guess we'll find out more. Is he just going to freeze New York City, or is he going to freeze the entire Earth? So I don't know. We'll find out. But I'm a happy camper. We got the proton packs in there, the ghost trap. We got the containment unit. We've got We got the classic Ghostbuster car. We got the firehouse with the fire pole, and we've got the old Ghostbusters, either being in it a lot or a cameo. Thank God. So this is all good stuff. This is all good news. All right. Last but certainly not least, time for this review. All right. So Fears now has both. I have the live-action version. I did enjoy the live-action version, but I remember watching the old-school cartoon as a kid, like everybody did. Fears is going to give it a 9 out of 10, because I've already seen this a million times. I've just never seen the Blu-ray version with all the bonus features. And so we all know the story. She wants to be more than a mermaid. She meets Eric, which is Prince Eric, falls in love with Prince Eric. She disobeys her father. Ursula gives her a chance to be a human. And she said, if you get Prince Eric to kiss you, you can stay a princess. You can stay a human. If you don't, you'll transport back into a mermaid. She becomes a mermaid. Then she has Prince Eric fall in love. Bada bing, bada boom. She's a human. They get married. They fall in love. We've all seen the film. So Fears that's a quick review. 9 out of 10. Good. I gave the live action version. I think I gave the live action version an 8 out of 10. Because in the live-action version, they changed a few things. Not too much, but they did change a few things. Anyway, so cheers to the fans. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I'm tired. I'm not going to do the third. I'm not going to do the third topic. We'll save the zombie stuff for tomorrow. But Fierce is going to get on some edits. I'm going to go take a nap. I already took a nap, but I'm going to go take another nap because these night shifts are a killing, Fears. We had 47,000 boxes. 47,000! Holy shit. Like I said at the beginning of this stream, it's good and bad. It's good because we stay busy all through the night and the night goes by quick. That's good. It's bad. Fears is getting old. My bones are getting rickety. I'm getting brittle, man. Oh my God. So, anyway, I cracked my back last night, guys, on my break, and it was bone cracking to the extreme. I went like this, my neck popped 6 times. I was like, oh my Lord. Went like that, cracked the other side, I got 7 pops. Then, my friend's like, Fierce, have you ever done like a bear hug crack? And I was like, not for a while. And he's like, you want me to crack your back? And I was like, oh yeah. And he said, cross your arms like this. He gave me a hug and went like that, popped Fierce's back like 10 times. I felt like I was 18 years old again, you know what I'm saying? But I hadn't had my back cracked like that in a long time. So I'm thinking in a couple of months, Fierce is going to pay a little visit to the chiropractor and get adjusted, because it's been a while since Fierce has gotten adjusted, like an actual proper adjustment. The older you get, you need to take care of the old body. So I need to get in there and have them readjust everything. And the chiropractor, they can pop pretty much anything. They can pop your nose. They can even pop your ears. I've seen those videos on YouTube where people go get adjusted, and they'll crack, your fingers, and then they crack, like, right here, and they crack the shoulder. Fierce needs to get, like, a full body adjustment from head to toe. And my body will turn into Jell-O, because after you get adjusted that much, you feel fantastic. So I'll go from 40 years old to 18 within 3.5 milliseconds, and I'll be feeling great. But right now, Fierce has got a lot of stress in my neck and in my back. It doesn't hurt all day, but throughout the day, sometimes it hurts. I know, getting old sucks, you guys. It sucks! But I do what I can. I try not to complain. I just try to get through the work day, come home, get some sleep, get in the shower, do some errands, get some videos up, entertain you guys for a little while, entertain myself, laugh with you guys, laugh together. And it's great. All right, I'm taking off. But look out for some more videos tonight and tomorrow. More streams, more epic content, as always. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to FearsMan26, the main channel. Fears Vlogs, the channel that you're watching right now. Follow the CAGAN Gamer and Werecamp, my buddy, my pal, on the Twitch, the Twitcher, whatever you fucking young people call it, the Twitching, whatever. Twitch, whatever the fuck it is. I don't really understand Twitch. I have a Twitch account, but the only reason why I have a Twitch account is to watch Sega. I guess you can do... I thought it was solely just for gaming. Apparently you can do video on Twitch. Sometimes people just get on there and they just do, like, streams like this. And I was like, you know what? I've already got one streaming channel / vlog channel. I don't need another one, So, cheers to that. So, Sega, good luck with the Twitch. But follow Sega on the CAGAN Gamer 22 on Twitch. Follow my buddy Randy at Cameo Man 2021. That's his first YouTube channel. And his second YouTube channel is The Mayor of Magic. And last, but certainly not least, check out that hilarious cowboy guy, because now Tommy NC 2010 has got a new cowboy hat. I saw it. It looks pretty good. I'm not really a cowboy hat type of guy, but whenever Fierce does rock a cowboy hat, I can kind of pull it off. So follow Tommy NC 2010. At Tommy NC 2010 on YouTube, and on TikTok and Instagram and wherever else all these other social media sites are. Go check it out. It's good stuff. So cheers to you guys. Cheers to Tommy. Cheers to my buddy Randy and Sega. And Fierce is gonna skedaddle. Fierce loves you guys. Fierce cares about you guys, and I'll see you guys later.